on Daytime Buffalo. Hope Rises is in the house talking about a great mental health program right here in the 716. And Real Men Wear Pink. That's the theme of this upcoming summer party. We've got all the details on how you can join in on the fun. It's all coming up right here on Daytime Buffalo. Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to Daytime Buffalo. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle. My first guests today are returning for their weekly spot here on Daytime Buffalo. Welcome back, Kate Glazer of Hope Rises. Hi, Kate.
Good morning, Chelsea.
Well, tell us who you brought in today.
Yeah, so we have Jody here from MHA, which is Mental Health Advocates, and her partner, Bridget, who is also from MHA and the incredible program CASA. And we have Brooke, who has a personal story about CASA and how it has changed her life. So many of you may not know what CASA is. It's an incredible life-changing program right here in Western New York. And I'll let Jody explain what it is and why we should be supporting CASA.
Sure, thank you. CASA stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates. We are assigned by family court judge to advocate for abused and neglected children in family court. It's a volunteer program. We train the volunteers, and then they are assigned to the children, and they get to know them by monthly visits, speak to teachers, pediatricians, therapists, anyone that's involved with the child, caregivers, whether that's their own family, a foster family, or a relative. And they just gather all this information and they provide it to the court so that they can make an informed decision on what is in the child's best interest.
And Chelsea, when we first got involved with MHA, because we do try to support this incredible organization, I didn't realize that CASA was around for like 30 years. And it's been really helping abused and neglected children right here in Erie County for that long. And I talked to Bridget about how it's been changing lives. So Bridget, why don't you expand on how it's really changing the lives of these kids and youth?
Sure, I think that the program definitely, ideally, if we had enough volunteers to serve every child in the community, each kid would have their own personalized volunteer that they're interacting with at least once a month. So a lot of times when children are going through the family courts, we are one of the most consistent faces that they are seeing, and they're getting used to us being there to advocate for them in court, to talk to them every month, and to sometimes just hang out and talk to them about what's going on in their lives, and maybe not necessarily what's going on in court, but just being there for them overall as a person and a mentor in their life as well.
And Brooke was personally impacted by CASA as well.
Do you want to share your story?
Yeah, so I was 16. I just had a baby. Like, she was pretty much, 6 months?
Yes.
And I would call Jody and I'd be like, hey, this is going on. I would just vent to her. Me and Bridget would hang out. We would go out, do things. They would just make my life so much better without them. I don't know where I would be. I have my own place now. Me and my kids are doing absolutely fabulous because of these two wonderful ladies.
And the really critical thing is that CASA cannot operate without volunteers, like Bridget had mentioned. So in a perfect world, every child like Brooke would have a volunteer team with them. But in that case right now, that's not happening. And there's a lot of kids that need the support that is not being provided currently. Correct, Bridget?
Yeah, for sure. So we have well over 100, closer to 200 children, and we only have 30 volunteers at this time. So we really need the volunteers so that every child has an advocate in the family court system. It's such a difficult situation to have to go through as a child, and everybody deserves to have a voice, an adult to lean on during that situation that can help them.
You're, involved in children's lives, so it's really important the volunteers that come about. What is the right viewer watching here that you think would make a great volunteer to be part of this program?
I think anybody who really feels like they can make a difference in a child's life. We have volunteers from all backgrounds, be it graduate students all the way to retired teachers or people who have been involved in children's lives. Anybody can make a great volunteer. If you can give us a 10-hour-a-month commitment and make it through the 33-hour training, then you would be an absolutely perfect volunteer for us. And we can match you to the perfect child, too.
And these are kids going through the worst of the worst situations. So you really are changing the life of a child, but also their children if they have children, and
Right.
so many countless lives after. So it's just really critical work right here in Erie County. No one wants to talk about abused and neglected children, but it's happening, and we have to talk about that and how we can support as a community.
Do you guys have any events coming up?
We have a training that's going to take place in September. It's going to be on a Wednesday evening for 3 hours, and for the first time, it's being offered on a Saturday, and it's only 3 Saturdays, but it's I think it's 7 hours long. So hopefully lots of people will be interested in helping our kids out.
For our viewers that are interested in learning more, how can they do so?
They can reach out to us at Mental Health Advocates of Western New York. They can just call the main line, 886-1242, and let them know that they're interested in volunteering. And Jody or I will get back to them and just let them know the next steps.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for being brave enough to share your story and kind of, passing the baton to continue to help the next generation of people that need your services.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Well, you can learn more about Mental Health Advocates of Western New York by going to their website, mhawny.org.